Clinical enzymology, measurement of serum enzymes. Enzymes are normally intracellular, low concentration in blood. Enzyme release leakage in the blood indicates cell damage, cell death, hypoxia, intracellular toxicity. Quantitative measure of cell or tissue damage. Fairly non-invasive, possible to do repeated tests. Organ specificity, most enzymes are present in most cells, different amounts. Information on enzymes measurement in serum. Presence of disease, organs involved, etiology, nature of disease, differential diagnosis, extent of disease, more damaged cells, more leaked enzymes in blood, time course of disease. The factors affecting serum enzyme activity. Rate of synthesis, tissue damage, rate of entry into the blood, tissue damage, rate of synthesis, quantity of enzyme. Serum producing by tissue, serum enzyme activity inhibition. Rate of removal, clearance, inactivation karana. Enzymes routinely measured. Name of the enzyme, aspartate aminotransferase, AST, serum glutamate, oxaloacetate transaminase, present in heart and liver. Enzyme routinely measured, alanine aminotransferase, serum glutamate, pyruvate transaminase, in heart and liver. Alkaline phosphatase, ALP, bone, intestine and other tissues. Acid phosphatase ALP, prostate, gamma glutamyl transferase liver, creatine kinase muscle including cardiac muscle. Lactate dehydrogenase heart, liver, muscle, RBC. Amylase pancreas. Creatine kinase, creatine plus ATP, phosphocreatine ADP බවට පත් වෙනවා. Phosphocreatine serves as energy reserve during muscle contraction. Creatine kinase is a dimer made of two monomers, occurs in the tissues. Skeletal muscle contains M subunit, brain contains B subunits. 3 different isozymes are found. Isoenzyme name CK1, composition BB, present in brain, elevated in CNS diseases. Isoenzyme CK2, composition MB, present in myocardium or heart, elevated in acute myocardial infarction. CK3, composition MM, present in skeletal muscle, myocardium. Creatine kinase, serum CKMB level rise within 2 to 8 hours after acute myocardial infarction. CKMB values return to normal 2 to 3 days after the event. Reference range Abbott assay, CK38 to 160 units per liter total, CKMB less than 60 units per liter. Cardiac markers of the 21st century, MB isozymes, CKMM isoforms, CKMB isoforms, myoglobin, troponin I, troponin T, brain natriuretic peptide, ischemia, modified albumin, C-reactive protein, fatty acid binding protein. Troponins regulated proteins in striated muscle, responsible for calcium modulate interaction. Troponin exists in a number of isoforms. Troponin cardiac specific forms, immunological separable, troponin T, troponin I, TNC, TNT, tropomyosin, actin, TNI. TAP and T and I are not detected in healthy person. Significant elevated TPN reflects myocardial necrosis. Detectable increased TPN but no elevated CKMB may indicate microinfarction. Troponin I, cardiac troponin I is a cardiac muscle protein with a molecular weight of 24 kilodaltons. The human cardiac troponin I has additional amino acid residues on its N-terminal that are not exist on the skeletal form. Serum increase is found between 2 to 8 hours and returns to normal 7 to 10 days after acute myocardial infarction. Cardiac troponin I level provide useful prognostic information. Troponin T. Cardiac troponin T is present in fetal skeletal muscle. In healthy and adult skeletal muscle, cardiac troponin T is absent. Biological half-life and early serum increases of cardiac troponin T are similar to that of cardiac troponin I. Peak between 12 to 96 hours and return to normal 14 days after myocardial infarction. Lactate dehydrogenase pyruvate convert to lactate anaerobic glycolysis. LDH is elevated in myocardial infarction. Blood disorders. It is a tetrameric protein and made of two types of subunit, namely H hard, M skeletal muscle. It exists as 5 different isoenzymes with various combinations of H and M subunit. HBD, H hydroxybutyrate dehydrogenase, high activity to oxybutyrate substrate instead of lactate. For LD1, LD1 heat stable 60% Celsius for 30 minutes than LD2. Lactate dehydrogenase tetramer composed of M and H hard muscle, M muscle subunit, molecular weight 34,000. LD1 H4 hard, LD2 H3M hard erythrocyte brain pancreas, LD3 H2M2 erythrocyte, LD4 HM3, LD5 M4 skeletal muscle. Lactate dehydrogenase in myocardial infarction rises within 12 to 24 hours, peak at 48 to 72 hours and remain elevated for more than 7 days. LD1 has an increased tissue specificity. Normally LD2 is more than LD1. LD1 divided by LD2 is less than 0.76. Ratio more than 0.76 suggestive of acute myocardial infarction. Value more than 1 improves specificity. Flip ratio. Persistent abnormality in LD1 to LD2 ratio indicates reinfarction. LD1 and LD2 levels increased in intravascular or extravascular hemolysis. Troponin increased. LDH, AST, troponin I, CKMB. Days from onset of infarction, myocardial infarction, plasma enzymes versus ECG.